Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning. Ira Epstein of Lynn & Associates with your morning flash update for this Monday, the 1st of May. That is May Day, 2017, about 9:20 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Well, the one thing you've heard about over the weekend was the weather, and I want you to look at the havoc that it's playing in the grain markets. Now, a lot of the grains, of course, especially wheat, is susceptible at this time of the year. You had temperatures in parts of the country under freezing. You had snow cover. You had wheat-headed. That can't be a good combination, so wheat has gotten a good bid. The corn market, parts of the country got a foot of rain. Yeah, you're watching all this flooding. A lot of it in the Midwest. They're going to have to do replanting there. And, of course, the question is, from there, can they get the corn in or will it be soybeans? So there'll be questions on that. The energy markets today, they're all under some pressure. I don't know that you do too much with the nat gas right here because, you know, we're at that funny part of the year where we're just entering May now, and they'll be getting to warmer weather and there'll be demand on it from there. However, the gasoline and the crude, big problems. I mean, is OPEC going to continue their cut? They almost have to. If they don't, you're probably looking at a sub-40 number. Could easily go down like that. Can they get Russia with them to do any cuts? And if they all do it, the current cuts, are they enough? And do they have a stomach to go for even bigger numbers? Nobody can seem to answer that. The gold market's already got a $10 range today off of nothing news. And I mean nothing. There's just nothing there other than the same old news about North Korea. The copper market was pretty stable to the opening, and then all of a sudden it jumped 800 points. Haven't had a chance to see what could have caused that. Dollar still under selling pressure against a host of different markets. The yen still continues to see the premium come out as this weekend, I believe it is, we get the French election. Right now the polls strongly favor the centrist. If it stays like that, game over. Europe stays just fine. However, we all know what can happen on days of election, so don't forget that. Think of Brexit, Trump, and never cut out the possibility that Ms. Le Pen might win. Now, the ISM manufacturing data just came out a little bit weaker, 54.8. You're looking at the manufacturing prices, came in at 68.5. New orders index down. What was up was the inventories. You were down in the employment index and up a fraction in the manufacturing. All in all, the report wasn't all that favorable. Construction spending down 0.2. They expected it up half a point, so that's substantially worse. The construction spending for February was revised to up 1.8. The prior was up 0.8. So I think they just pulled a little bit of those numbers into February, and maybe that's what hurt the March period. We've also had some pretty crazy weather in the month of March. The market, U.S. final April, PMI came out at 52.8, about where it was before. Now, in that tone, we had a lot of other PMIs coming out, especially China's. If we go right here, it slid to 51.2 from 51.8. Their sub-index orders dropped to 52.3 from 53.3, and the production sub-index fell to 53.8 from 54.2. All in all, a weak report. Non-manufacturing fell to 54 to 55.1. It's still expansion, but not as fast as it was. And the first quarter growth, well, there's your power, up to 6.9%. We'll see if that does anything. As I said, the U.S., the havoc with the weather, unbelievable. And then personal income and spending, a little bit softer. All in all, not quite the strength that we've been having. That doesn't mean anything just yet. You got to get and see what the day's going to do. I'm going to remind you, you're getting problems with these energy prices. Will we see it in the stock market is going to be the key. What does it mean to the gold market? Another key. And if you're watching price action, you've got to be watching the price counts. In the grains, you're going to get some wild new price counts potentially because of this action that we're getting today off of the flooding, off of the cold weather. Could it be setting up that we've seen our spring lows? I've talked to you about that before. How do you get onto this so you get it each day and get our commentary? just give us a call. You can go to our website at www.iraepstein.com. On the bottom of this video on some websites, you will see right there, click here for Ira's free offers. The form will come up for different ones. Choose what you'd like. Or if you're watching me on YouTube, just click right up there. You'll be able to, the form will appear and away you go. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you at the end of the day videos. You have a good trading